Hello there, it's me again with the second episode of Let's Play Draugen. A so far quite atmospheric, very interesting mystery noir game. At least that's what Wikipedia said. I don't know about the noir aspect. I don't feel it has a noir feel. Yeah, and we've now reached day 3, so we're not just halfway through the game, and we're looking for our sister. We also have a companion, Lizzie, who I still don't know how they are related to us, how she's related to us. And I have the suspicion, that she is actually the sister we're looking for, and we're basically hallucinating her. But I don't know, maybe I missed info at the beginning of the game and it was actually introduced who Lizzie is. Yeah, I'm super excited because the village is empty where we are looking for Elizabeth, our sister. There's been a horrible murder of a little girl, and then everyone thought it was her cousin who killed her, and so I guess they killed her cousin. The only other human we found so far has been a hanged man. So that's not good. That's not what you want, when you go somewhere, anywhere really. So day 3. Whew, so excited. Don't know if you can tell how excited I am. Damn that mannequin. I don't know why he decided to put a hat on her. That's super creepy. I mean, it is, Like, why would you do that? To wake up to a creepy... Like, especially, just imagine waking up in the middle of the night and then seeing that. That would scare the bejesus out of me. Oh, so we're again looking for Lizzie. Whoever she is. I don't think we have to look...
Teddy? Is that you? I'm upstairs.
Okay. Oh, well, I hope she doesn't show me all the pictures of Ruth because we've already been there. I discussed them in detail in the last episode. Hi there.
This is her room.
Yeah, I know.
Are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Ruth. Can you imagine? One moment you're living a perfectly happy life, and then... nothing. Darkness. Forever and ever. Maybe there's something here that can tell us what happened to her.
This is a waste of my time.
We might be the only ones left to tell her story, Edward.
You're just being melodramatic. I'll help you look.
I'm faster than the game. I'm so sorry that we basically have to do everything again that I looked at in the last episode. Oh.
Ruth was an artist.
This is very primitive.
Have you ever met a child, Edward? She wasn't Monet. She was 8. Ruth never finished this. What does that spell? F-O-R-B.
For Banelson. The curse.
Who's that figure supposed to be? It's creepy.
A figment of her imagination.
No, it's a sea troll.
The box she drew. It looks
Oh,
like
that's
this
the box.
under her desk.
Oh,
Really?
I did not
Let me
make
see.
that
Pull it out.
connection. That's where she got the brooch from that the doll had. That was found where she fell to her death.
What is this?
I believe this might qualify as actual treasure.
Is that Norwegian
Yeah.
money?
Sort of, but ancient. Viking coins.
Are they valuable?
Not in terms of monetary value, but historically. They belong in a museum.
Looks like Ruth had her own private museum.
Why would a child have these artifacts?
She must have enjoyed collecting and playing with them.
These are much too precious to play with. She should have given these to an adult.
She was a child, Edward.
Yeah.
To her, they were just shiny toys. Wait! The pin! On the doll!
This is where it came from, her collection.
But where did she find these treasures?
A dig, a grave site. Wherever she found them, she wanted to keep them hidden.
You think someone found out?
These items wouldn't necessarily be worth much, except to a historian or archaeologist.
What if this is how... I mean, if someone learned she'd been collecting treasures, they might be willing to do terrible things.
Nah. Yeah, well, the troll that she stole the treasure from. Can I? Yes.
She found something.
Where's that supposed to be?
A cave. Or the...
Mine. It could be. But what did she find?
Her Viking treasure. Of course.
We don't make the connection with the troll. Huh. Interesting.
That must be Ruth and Simon's fathers.
Perhaps. They weren't on the best of terms.
They look like they want to kill each other.
To a child, maybe it looked worse than it was.
Children are more insightful than you give them credit for, Teddy Bear.
Oh, look at that. He's looking... Oh. Sad, melancholic teddy bear.
Draugen.
Hey, the undead monster from those folk tales you read.
What an odd book for a child to have.
I don't know. Children love scary stories. This looks interesting. Read some of it to me, please.
Oh, can I? Oh, that's cool. Yes. Oh my god, that is cute.
In Norwegian folklore, the appearance of Draugen, the reanimated corpse of a drowned mariner, heralds death. Draugen haunts the Black Seas in a shattered boat. The beast has a man's body and wears a sou'wester. But instead of a head, there is tangled seaweed, and the revenant's chilling cry freezes mortal blood to ice. Draugen has the power to enter the dreams of the living. If you wake from such a dream, you have been spared, though someone close to you... That's enough of that. It's nonsense, of course. Not something a child should be reading.
Do you think Draugen took our boat? Maybe he's out there, on the fjord, waiting for nightfall so he can return to shore.
No.
Your soul lacks poetry, Edward Charles Harden. I pity you. She made her bed that morning. Before she...
Or her parents did. It doesn't matter. It tells us nothing.
Why are you like this today? Betty's not the only person in the world that matters.
She matters the most to me.
Ain't that the truth?
Is that the voice from Vampire and one of those Cthulhu games that recently came out?
This must be the village church. That's Ruth and her family on one side of the aisle. Simon and his father on the other.
A community
Yeah.
divided.
I'm so sorry that you basically have to go through this. I didn't know that
There's
this was...
a story here. The treasure box, the drawings.
The overactive mind of an imaginative child.
Well, she didn't imagine the Viking artifacts. You shouldn't be so dismissive. The drawings could be her way of dealing with traumatic events.
This is what happens when I read you the principles of psychology. You get notions.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Ruth was troubled. The village was troubled, and...
I can't.
Is that a bell?
The church bell.
It's the church.
Someone's here.
Oh my god.
Maybe
Oh,
Betty.
sorry.
Why would Betty ring the church bell?
Perhaps she's in trouble. I need to get to the church right now.
Wait, isn't it more likely to be the person you saw the other night? We should be
I
careful.
told you, I'm not sure that was anything. Come on.
Go ahead. I'll catch up with you before you get there. I need a minute to think about all of this.
Like this. Why does she... She's always like, I'm going ahead. I'm staying up. Like, there's weird things she does that make me think that she's a figment and he needs the excuses to not have her always there, but just for certain parts of his life. Like, I'm not even quite sure that he's delusional. I think she's actually more of a coping mechanism. Which way do I have to go to get there? I mean, at some point, I have to... Huh. Wait, what? Oh, maybe now the gate can be opened. Sorry. This is such a neat little mystery. I love it. It's not too much. It's just the right scope so far. Yeah, this seems to be the right way. I'm still mulling over certain things of this story in my mind, which that's a good thing. That's what you want. You know that people are actually intrigued when they play this by the mystery. Also, this is... Wait, am I... No, I'm going the wrong direction. How do I get there? Oh. Okay, I think... Yeah. Sorry. Me and directions. Well, if you've seen more than one video by me, then you know that that's just my thing. It's my whole personality. My whole Let's Player personality is getting directions wrong. You know, I don't like that these games are called walking simulators. Because it's so disrespectful towards good storytelling and creating mysteries and expanding a story and making you, you know, immersed and intrigued by a story. Because it's like, yeah, you just walk around. No, you don't. You discover things, you read things, you find out more about a super cool mystery, you know. That's not just walking.
July 24th. Memorial service. A commemoration of the accident at the mine this past summer. No services after that.
Oh, that was the memorial service that one of the wives, sorry, I forgot the name, Anna, I think, mentioned in her letter. So it wasn't for Barbara. Still don't know what happened to Barbara.
All these.
Oh, the music is... Whoops! Jesus!
Maybe.
No.
Betty.
I'd know.
But
You wouldn't understand. Elizabeth and I, we have a bond.
God, Edward, your obsession with her is really starting to grate.
Who is she? Who is Lizzie? I don't... Like, why? Here's the thing. If she were an assistant or something, or even a younger sister or a cousin, then I would get the jealousy part, but... It's been implicated that she's not a sister, because she was like your father and your mother. And, you know, if they were, even if they were step-siblings, at least one of them would have been my mother or my father and or. She's 17, so fuck off with the whole relationship thing. With the assistant, she's so intimate with him. And it's 1923, I doubt it.
Why board
honestly.
up a church?
To keep the ghosts from... Who did this?
Someone who'd lost their faith.
God er ikke here. God is not here?
Gone fishing?
God is not here.
Well, of course he isn't. You won't find God in a church. God is the wind in the trees, the grass between
Oh
the
my
hills,
god.
the
Gee.
brook that runs
That's
through.
nature.
That's...
Not God.
Can you peek through the boards?
Yeah, just 1 second. I want to see whether there's maybe something. Here. No. Okay. Well, this game really doesn't award snooping around more than it tells you to. Oh.
See anyone?
No,
Listen! The bell! They're still in there!
Oh my god, I hope that's not another hanged person.
Hello? I heard the bell.
This is giving me
I'm here to help.
heebie-jeebies.
These boards look flimsy enough to break.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. I'm so angry. I'm not.
Look at that.
I'm delighted by this
The F
game.
word becomes an Edward. I didn't think you had it in you, old fruit.
Be quiet. Betty?
Yeah, I
here?
always forget that he's looking for a sister.
Hello? This is Edward Harden. I'm looking for my sister, Elizabeth.
Stop shouting, Edward. We're alone. There are only ghosts here.
Are you the
There are no
ghost?
ghosts.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. What I wonder is... No. I don't know. I'm sorry. Brain freeze. I'm wondering whether Elizabeth was here in the, like, maybe she's already dead and maybe he already knows that and has kind of, I don't know.
What's this rope for?
The bell.
But who? I mean, we've seen that. Yeah,
This
that
is
does
the
make
bell we heard
sense.
ringing?
I don't see any other bells.
So you have to stand here and
That's
pull
weird.
this rope to ring it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there was no one here.
Lizzie. Look. Betty's gloves.
Well, how will you put that on the mannequin? I don't think that the mannequin has arms and.
They
Oh,
are
they're
definitely
pretty.
Betty's.
Oh, for
She got
Pete's
these
sake.
in Boston before she left for New York. She bought them at Woolworth. I remember the day She's here.
Where? And why would she leave her clothes lying around? It doesn't make sense.
Breadcrumbs. She's sending me a message. She knew I'd recognize her gloves, her hat. She's left a trail for me to follow, like Ariadne's red thread.
We're not in a labyrinth.
Betty will have left more crumbs.
Betty, you're turning into such a pill.
Who are you? Also, I'm so scared that I just missed like a little sentence at the beginning of the game and it was perfectly explained who Lizzie is. And I'm rattling on and on and on. Who is she? What are our relations? And everyone knows.
What happened here?
Except
Sign
me.
on the door. God is not here. Their faith was challenged, and it didn't survive. They considered this a sacred place. For them to destroy it. This was an act of desperation and anger.
The final dinner.
The Last Supper. Who taught you about the New Testament?
I pick up on things. Most folks aren't heathens, like you.
There again, the one person where they thought that's probably not a dude, but a lady who snuck in. Don't know the names, sorry. Also, okay, pantsless, but a shirt. He's doing the whole Donald Duck thing. Well, you know, hey, who am I to judge? It's not like I'm wearing pants right now. No, I'm wearing. Sorry, I didn't want to.
The church
Just
book.
joking.
A record of births and deaths.
So we can find out what happened to the people in the village?
And, Elizabeth. I mean, if she was dead...
Her name would be in the book.
Vandals. Tore it to pieces.
I don't think the missing pages left the church. Look.
There's one. Oh, God.
Jesus looks sad.
What
Really
reason
looks
would
unconscious.
Jesus have to be happy?
Don't be blasphemous.
Given that this is all fiction, blasphemy is a contradiction.
Heretic.
You know, I'm an atheist, but I still think blasphemy is a thing, even for people who don't believe, because it's about the people you disrespect. Like, don't disrespect a whole religion just because you want to be an edgelord.
I've never seen you read the Bible before.
I've read, for
Sorry.
he is our peace, who hath made both one, and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us.
Did you just translate that into Olden English?
I happen to know the verse by heart.
You still manage to surprise me sometimes.
Can I trigger the... No.
We need to find all the pages.
There's one. There is one. There's a page. There is. Oh, maybe because it's empty. Oh yeah, I just figured that. Well, is that a page?
How many pages are missing?
I counted 4.
They're probably all still here. I know. Let's make it a competition. 1-0 to Team Me.
Okay.
I wanted you to find that one. I know what a rotten loser you are.
You know, I was just smiling because that was cute, but then the rotten loser completely ruined it. Jesus, Lizzie.
What's that?
The last sermon that was held here.
What does it say?
The vicar's handwriting is hard to decipher, and the language. He talks about the village being divided for 20 years. This sermon was held on the anniversary of the accident this past summer. He's asking the congregation to help heal old wounds, to forgive, and move on. Something to the effect of, you sit in separate aisles in God's house.
Like Ruth's drawing. I told you, she was perceptive.
Ooh, yes.
Here's something else. Many of you believe Grovik was cursed 20 years ago. God has not cursed you. This curse is of your own making.
Ruth's drawing mentioned a curse. What do you think that means?
It means they believed they were cursed, and that they needed something or someone to blame for their misfortune. Tilly Verandra.
Edward?
Forgive each other. It addresses Johann and Frederick directly, but I wonder if they were even here.
Remember the wedding picture? They were close friends once. How could they allow their grudge to escalate until...
You call each other traitors, but the only thing you've betrayed are the bonds that unite us.
I wonder whether the Draugen is the younger brother that got killed in the mysterious mine accident.
It sounds like Grovik was split in two, between those who stood by Johann and those who supported Frederick.
Because of Ruth?
The sermon is from before that. No, this is all about the preceding 20 years of division and disagreements.
Because the curse for 20 years, so it kind of was initiated.
Found another one. You get it. It's right
What?
here.
Yeah, I found that already. Like, sorry, but I...
What are you doing? We're in a church.
Thought you didn't believe... Just one more page missing.
Well, I'm clicking too fast, sorry, but... It's probably in one of the aisles. Aisles? Aisles. There you go. What's that? Oh, it's a candle. Oh, man! That's...
2 for 2.
What?
Tie. Good job, Teddy. Old
Stop,
bean.
Lizzie. This is not a game. Betty's out there.
Of horse feathers. Stop being so gosh darn tedious, Edward. Betty, Betty, Betty. Will you ever shut up about your precious Betty? Put those pages back in the book, and I'll stop trying to cheer you up.
Okay.
This book goes back years. It lists
Cursed.
births and deaths.
Cursed.
Here's the 3rd Fretland brother. The one who died in a cave-in. Someone added the word for Banelson, probably quite recently.
What does that mean again?
Curse. That word is all over this book. Not just the men who died in the mine, but other deaths in the last 20 years.
Ruth's drawing and the sermon both mentioned a curse. What do you think it means?
I don't know. were surprisingly few births.
Perhaps they blame that on the curse as well.
Maybe they didn't want because they knew that. Oh, Mort.
Look here. Ruth Elsa Fretland. She was buried in the cemetery. And the next entry, Simon Fretland. Now this is interesting.
Simon is dead? Oh, that's dreadful.
He drowned
Oh.
the day after Ruth died. Probably
I think
no
they killed him.
coincidence. See what's
The angry
scribbled
mob.
next to it?
Mort?
Murder.
Who killed him? Ruth's father? Or the mob that trashed the store?
It doesn't say. After the children, a half-dozen deaths in a single week.
The curse.
It's listed as the cause for every single death.
Maybe there really was a curse.
Primitive superstition. But something changed after Ruth and Simon. It might explain why there's no one around.
Edward, if it killed everyone, how's that not a curse?
Maybe
What does that word say? Next to those names at the
Verrader?
bottom.
traitor.
Verrader.
We already had that.
Traitor.
Just repeating things over and over again. Banal Sen.
Edward? What's wrong?
The final entry. There's no name. Alice, what if...
Oh, Edward, no.
Betty,
It doesn't mean she's...
she's not dead. She can't be. I'd know. I'd know.
Because we're twins.
Teddy.
I need to see the grave for myself. It's not Betty. Betty's still alive.
Sorry.
Teddy?
It's so
Where
much
are you
like
going?
the running away crying.
Don't leave!
Sorry.
Edward!
You better not be here, Betty. I'll never forgive you.
Why am I running?
Where are you going?
I have this slight suspicion. Maybe Ruth ran from the Draugen. Maybe she was so scared that she ran because, I mean, she stole the troll's treasure. And maybe it appeared, and maybe it didn't even want to kill her. But she ran, and maybe in her fear, she stumbled off the cliff. But there was one, I don't know where we read it, but there was this one thing where we read that the children's blood has been spilled, and that's maybe because the angry mob killed Simon, because they thought he had killed Ruth, and maybe that's when the Draugen or whatever else actually came into motion and killed the whole village. That is for now my humble. Also, where am I running to? My humble interpretation. Where am I going? Like, where would you run to if you were crying? Okay. Now that we're back again. Okay, an unmarked grave. There's one.
This one,
Damn, Edward.
unmarked.
You're
What are
hardcore.
you doing? Have you gone completely mad? Edward, stop it!
Thank God. It's not
Oh.
her. It's not Betty.
Is it?
It's not her.
Oh, Edward. What have you
Yeah, that's
done?
kind of gross.
It's not Elizabeth. I was so afraid.
You're a monster.
But I had to be sure. If Betty...
To hell with your Betty! When did she ever shed a tear for you?
Don't talk about my baby sister like
Or
that.
what?
Baby sister.
Or what, Edward? What will you do? Ignore us?
I'm
Banish
pointing
us?
to Lizzie.
You've spent your entire life chasing her. When are you going to do something useful with what's left of it?
Quiet! Just leave me be.
Fine.
I knew it.
Lizzie? Alice? Come back. Don't leave me alone. Please. Come back.
Sorry.
I need you.
But also, I mean, yeah, it's kind of gross that he did that, and it's kind of when you're like in the 20s, maybe that was really super blasphemic that you do that. But I kind of get it that you would do that if you think it's your sister buried there. I mean, how else do you find out, you know? So it's not that horrific. What I would have liked was the option to just bury the person again. Because that is really now very uncomfortable that I have to leave that body. Not person, it's not a person anymore, but to leave that body.
Lizzie? Where are you?
She's in your mind, Edward. Oh, there she is.
I was afraid you'd left me. Now listen to me. No!
Oh, there she is, sitting on the ground. Oh, Edward. Maybe she died. Yeah, she died, and he knows that she died.
Listen.
But what? Why is he here?
Hey. Lizzie, please listen to me. I didn't mean what I said.
Of course you meant it. Everything's always about Betty. Betty, Betty.
I care about you both.
Until it really matters. Then it's obvious who matters more.
I thought she was dead.
I wish she was!
Don't.
You deserve to be alone.
I don't get why she's talking about Betty in the third person, though. It's weird. I mean, still, we now know that's not a real person.
Please, talk to me.
What's there to talk about?
You can't keep running away from me.
You think you own me? That you control me? That you get to decide how I feel and what I do every minute of every day?
I mean, you are a figment.
That I'm your puppet.
Well,
your little plaything. Well, fuck you, Edward Charles Harden! I never should have come here with you on this pointless chase!
Now, be reasonable.
what kind of weird relationship did they have?
Alice. No. What are you doing?
What I should have done years ago. Maybe now you'll learn to appreciate us.
Now listen to me. Please, listen. Hear me out.
Doesn't matter, right?
Don't do this. You
But she's
can't
not
do this
real.
to me. I need you. I'm not whole without you. I can't lose you. I can't live without you. Don't, please, don't, no. What? No! Oh, no. Oh, Alice. What have you done? Please, be all right. Please, don't.
You make me sick, Edward. Your mother and father would be ashamed. Elizabeth would be ashamed. They did not think you deserved their love, so they abandoned you.
Don't.
Oh, my child. We are all that you have, and we love you. We are here. With us, you are never alone. Do not forget.
No, Never. I never forget. I am never alone.
What the fuck? What happened? What? Who's the angel statue? Trophy earned. Everything changes. Yeah, well, obviously. Look, the thing with Lizzie totally was prepared for that, but the angel, that was weird. So he obviously has a very weird relationship with Christianity because he
Wake
he
up,
knows the Bible,
Edward.
but he is not a believer anymore. So why is... Oh my god, am I now talking to the angel? Damn, that's just a whole level of...
Stop hiding.
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
Where you go, we go, Edward. You cannot hide from us.
Where's Lizzie?
Alice is not here.
Bring her back. Please. I need her to...
Alice does not love Elizabeth like you do.
She loves me.
Not like I do, Edward.
I'm so tired. Please.
What do you want?
I think of you so often. You have no idea.
You just want me to forgive you so that we can keep looking for your precious, perfect Betty.
She needs us.
She never needed you, Teddy Bear. And she certainly doesn't need us.
I can't find her on my own.
Well, it's just too bad, my darling Edward. Because we're done playing second fiddle to little sis.
Wait, don't go. I'm talking to you. Lizzie. Oh.
Okay, so you pinned the gloves. So that question is answered, at least.
Lizzie? Lizzie. Lizzie? Please. Listen. You can't keep vanishing on me.
Try me.
Why are you so angry?
You do not know anger, Edward.
Did you ever meet my father?
Alice does not want to speak with you.
And what about you? Are you going to help me?
God helps those who help themselves.
I don't need God's help. I need Lizzie.
Do you, though? Did you ever?
What? Of course,
Was he in an orphanage or something like that? And that's a girl he met there, and the voice of the angel is a nun or something who was overseeing things? Because he obviously has issues with religion, and most of the time has a lot to do with institutions being horrible.
Hear me out. Don't go. Alice, I depend on you both.
You can never depend on other people, Edward.
I'm not sure you count as other people.
Everyone leaves, one way or another.
You don't. You can't.
Is that a challenge?
Stop playing games.
Are you ordering me, Teddy Bear?
I'm asking you.
Didn't your father always tell you to stand up for yourself? To be a real man and not a sissy? Maybe that's why he put the gun to his head and pulled the trigger. Kaboom! He was so disappointed about what his only son had turned into.
You're a monster.
Takes one to know one. Old fruit.
Wait a minute. What's that? Can I go there? No.
Lizzie, get back here.
I was just praising the game, but I don't like psychological horror. Not like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Oh. No. So I have to go through a certain sequence so I can finish this? Damn. I want to know more about the villagers. Like, this is boring. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe I can open the door right now. Oh, maybe not. Looks like an aubergine. Random, but yeah. It's not here. So I can't call her right now. Don't know if you've seen. Oh, what's that?
Gave you this jacket. Betty. You were here.
Okay, there she is. Oh god. Oh my god. Kidding me?
Alice, be reasonable. Lizzie, I'm tired of chasing you. I'm trying to talk to you. Lizzie, look. Her jacket. I'm sure it wasn't here yesterday, which means
Jesus Christ,
Betty was
Teddy.
here. Perhaps when we were out yesterday. She
Betty,
must have...
Betty.
Betty.
Ugh.
You love Betty more than you love us. But don't you see? What has Betty done that we haven't? What can she do that we cannot? We've always been there for you. Why do you keep looking for her?
She's real. You're not.
So?
What? You decide what is real. We are real to you.
We'll never be the same.
So I lost my sister and I made up these two creatures. One is basically a stand-in for Betty, which is Lizzie, Elizabeth, Alice, Lizzie, you know. And the other one seems to be more of a motherly figure. And they both turned kind of weird.
She does not want you.
Who are you talking about?
Why do you think Betty left? She was sick and tired of us. She wanted to escape.
Like mother.
Drowning herself because she couldn't stand being around us.
Like father.
Bang! Right in the coconut.
Stop.
You drive them all away, Edward.
It's just depression.
All into death.
Please.
But not us. We're always here for you.
I beg you.
You are never alone.
Stop! Leave me alone, both of you!
Damn it.
You want to be alone?
You really want to be alone?
Actually, I do.
You're alone.
Good.
Lizzie. Come back. Please.
I just go to bed. What a weird day, huh? Yeah, let's get her the coat. Is that even the sister? Maybe it's just a random woman. Why is it so dark? Oh. Trophy earned. I'm not alone. Well. It's such a trope though, isn't it? I mean, this whole multiple personalities thing. That's quite a trope. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm not an expert, but I know that
Betty? Elizabeth?
it usually doesn't really
you?
help people with mental issues. Jesus, I'm always like, for a second it always scares me.
Are you upstairs?
It's so foggy in the house. That's super weird. So I enjoyed the story more when it wasn't about this, but it's still well paced and told. Although chapter 4,
Betty?
I don't.
Betty! Are you in there? Open the door! I'm coming in! Stand away from the door.
That's creepy. Is Betty a crow? No, she's not.
Betty? No. No.
Oh, thank God, it's just yet another body. Jesus, Edward.
I thought it was you, Betty.
It's Anna.
But who?
It's Anna.
Anna.
Ah, that would be... Oh my God. That's so creepy.
It's from Johann. Addressed to his wife. Did you notice the handwriting, Betty? He was clearly distraught. Knock ere knock. Enough is enough. After decades of strife, I pray that God will... Tilly, forgive me. I am tired of secrets. For 20 years I have kept my silence about our discovery, but my silence has only led to misfortune, and my cowardice has only led to death. I will make Frederick pay for what he has done to us, for what they have done to our Ruth. When it is over, I will let the ocean take me to you and Ruth. May God forgive me. Anna was already dead when he wrote this. He had no one else to confess to. What now, Betty? Johann went to confront his brother, probably at Frederick's farm. And then?
Oh, that makes me much more uncomfortable than like the weird angel statue and everything. What's that? Broken vase. Oh, that was the crow, yeah.
You said this was a gift from another unlucky suitor.
Betty would not, he believes, have left this lighter here by accident. He knows the lighter is precious to Elizabeth, an object of sentimental value.
It was precious to you. You wouldn't have left it here unless... A signpost. A breadcrumb. You followed Johann to Frederick Fretland's farm, and then to the mine.
Johann went to his brother's farm and Edward fears Betty would have followed. But Betty would not have stopped at the farm. She would have gone all the way to the mine. Ooh.
You wouldn't let this go, Betty. You'd follow your story to the end. All the way to the end.
So here's my bad take for the story of this game. I think leaving out the whole psychological aspect and Lizzie being a figment of imagination and instead making her an actual assistant, maybe not as sassy, but still. And Edward being a journalist and discovering the story, maybe, you know, going to this village for some other reason, for some other research, and then stumbling over this and sticking to it would have made, in my personal, very humble opinion, a better story. Because those psychological things usually convolute stuff so much.
So where is Frederick's farm?
And it's such a trope also, so it's not like it's been done before. And I think imagining, because the story with Edward and Lizzie and the weird angel woman, I mean, maybe at some point it will be different, but so far it's pretty by the numbers when it comes to these kind of stories, you know. Don't kill a dog. Don't kill a dog. Jesus, game, don't be that. Don't be... Where am I? Oh, okay. But the story with the village, that is interesting. That's the cool part. You know, uncovering the mystery of what happened to Ruth and Simon and the rest of the village. Like, that's what I want to know about. Wait. And so it's kind of a shame that they apparently felt the need to add this, because I don't know, it bloats the story unnecessarily, and it adds a level that also it doesn't make it more interesting, to be quite honest. How do I get there? I know there was a way here. I know I've been there. Did I just miss the way? Oh, I think I just missed it. Oh yeah, sorry. Damn, it's so foggy. Oh, hi Crow. Oh yeah.
What led you to this place? All these fragments. You would piece them together into a story, wouldn't you, Betty? So, what do we know?
At the heart of it all are the two brothers, equal but separate. At the heart, okay.
Johann and Frederick are partners, and on good terms.
I can't run faster.
But something happens in the mine. Disagreements lead to a falling out. And at the end of it all, 20 years later, Johann walks this path to confront Frederick.
Burned down. What the heck?
Was this your doing, Johann? Did you burn your brother's farm to the ground? And where were you, Betty? Did you witness their fall?
Because I don't have that much of an investment in Edward's relationship with Betty, because there's no, even in this whole game, there's nothing that makes us feel what he feels, you know. There's no stories about her. There's nothing like why should we care about her? There's no reason given. But the story he uncovers, you know, with Ruth and with Simon and everything, is so much more clearer. Like, the fact that they probably killed Simon after Ruth had the accident, that was actually, you know, sad. Like, that made me sad. And also Anna's death, and then Johann's, well, snapping and probably burning his brother's farm. That also, like, that's moving. And so tragic. So, you know, it's like they concentrate too much on aspects of the story that just by sheer background knowledge, we're not that interested in. Oh, it's the graves, right? So that's... Oh, Margaret. Oh.
Simon's grave. Born December 5th, 1909, died September 17th, 1923. Why bury Simon here and not at the cemetery? His wife's grave is also here. Perhaps Frederick wanted nothing to do with the church or with their God. I could really use your imagination, Betty. You'd figure this out in no time.
Well, maybe they weren't allowed. I don't know. Did Margaret murder someone? I'm thinking of The Walking Dead, where Rick was for a while like, we don't bury murderers, even though he was a murderer. But maybe there's actual Christian belief systems that murderers are not allowed on hallowed ground. So maybe he had to, but we still don't know. I think if I remember correctly, we still don't know how Margaret died. God damn. Damn, that's a good save. Yeah, it was
What do
worth
you
a
reckon,
try.
Betty?
Oh, I think it was Simon's
Let's
birthday.
try Simon's birthday.
That's the treasure. So he knew about the treasure.
Another Viking artifact, Betty.
Yeah.
Most likely from the same treasure Ruth found. Postmarked in Boston. That's a curious coincidence. Dear Frederick, I hope this letter, it's in English, Betty. Hope this letter finds you and the boy in good health. We're concerned about you both. No word from you for almost 2 years now. All of us still heartbroken about Margaret's passing. We know things have been difficult for you and Simon.
I'm gonna read that. I can't? Ugh. I will read that later.
Mr. Fretland,
Cardiff.
we expect you to take care of this problem. If the discovery is made public, the authorities will intervene and the mine will be shut down. Should this happen, we will consider it a breach of our contract, and we will withdraw our investment. You and your brother will be responsible for all debts and losses. Johann must be convinced to wall up the chamber. We have already dealt with the worker who made the discovery.
Did they found a grave? A holy grave? A Viking grave? And instead of... Because I think as soon as you find bodies somewhere, you have to quit all operations. And then... Because that would be an historical marker
Fretland
also
Mining
when it was
Company.
Vikings.
I wonder what this unlocks.
And because...
You went to the mine. I hope our guardian angel watched over you.
Because Frederick couldn't afford to close the mine, but Johann wanted
All right,
to.
Betty. So what happens next in your story?
What triggered such bitter disagreement between brothers? Well, I already knew that. Or I already know that. What was unearthed to cause this avalanche of misfortune? Well,
Johann and Frederick discover something in the mine. A cave or chamber
I think it
of
was
archaeological
bodies.
value.
burial
They
site.
argue about what to do. If the discovery is made public, it's the end of their enterprise. Johann is convinced or paid to walk away. Their secret stays hidden. Then, a few months later, the accident. 3 men die. The investors pull out. The mine shuts down. Frederick's up to his neck in debt.
Wait. Where did I put the other letter? What? I can't read it? But it's gone. Did I just throw that letter away? Like, whatever. So rude. Can't believe that they don't let me read the letter. That's just... What's that? Arsenic. What? Did someone kill all the people in the village? Oh my god. I hope I don't find a mask. Wait, why am I... No! Also, what happened here? Can I climb
So-
back?
20 years pass.
The imagined curse became a crutch for all their misfortunes, casting a long shadow on every life in Graavik. The food grew and festered in the cold belly of Graavik, a cancerous beast born from the wreckage of the mine. Yeah, I mean, maybe nothing happened, it was just bad luck, and then, you know, paranoia set in, because that's
feud
always...
tears the village apart, setting neighbor against neighbor.
Don't mind me, game. Ah, damn it. Oh, that is a bummer. What's that? Oh, nothing. I hope there was nothing super important there. Just a stack of woods. Stack of wood piles.
And then, Ruth stumbles across the secret in the mine. After all this time, the truth may finally come to light, but she dies. And the day after, Simon is murdered.
Wait, which direction do I go?
Catalyst. Old grievances resurface.
Oh, no, wait, this
No
one.
matter who you stand with, you're a traitor. Things escalate. More people die.
Huh.
From disease, despair, suicides.
Arsenic, apparently.
Murder.
Loads. Why would you... I mean, is there any use of arsenic in the mine? Like in mining? Am I missing something? Because otherwise I would think that someone killed the entire populace. Huh. What the frick?
Did you come here to tell their stories?
Yeah. That took a while. I wouldn't do it. If I were like completely lonely on an island.
All because of the mine. Because of what they found there.
What is
And
this?
what they covered up.
I think
There
these
was
are
no one to
supposed to be
stop it,
roots.
They were alone. That's the real curse of Graavik. Isolation.
Like finding two bodies, like the hanged man would have been enough for me. I would have been out of there. Also, just burying him and then just pretending, like, would Everett even have told anyone about this? Something here? No. I mean, you know, it doesn't hurt to look. Okay. There he the feeler in.
This place is cursed. Ridiculous.
Oh, that's the doll's head.
Ruth was here the day she fell. Something spooked her, and then she ran all the way to the cliff where... Do you know what happened, Betty? Did you witness it?
I doubt that Betty was even there. I kind of feel like
Hello?
the clothes are all
Betty, are you in
imagined.
there? Please answer me.
I would never go into an empty mine. I don't even think I would go into an occupied mine. That's Betty's.
Oh, Betty. This is Mother's brooch. You always wore this. You wouldn't take it off unless... You left it here for a reason.
I mean, come on. Is she like buck naked just for the breadcrumbs? I mean, she's... Why would she do that? Like, also, why would she like leave the lighter after she left her coat? Oh, it's just a crow. Uh-oh. Edward, you better... Do I have to run? Or can I climb there? No? Okay, cool. Oh, I'll never find out? What? Oh, that is so disappointing. Oh. Damn.
Edward! Edward!
She's
Betty? Elizabeth? Is that?
I want to find
Is
out
that
what's in the
you?
mine. Oh, is that an open thingy?
Where are you?
Where it's
I'm
like...
on my way, Betty. Wait for me.
Was it just imagination, or maybe it was real after all? Sorry, I don't know why I did the voice. That was kind of off.
Stay where you are. I'm coming.
Stay where you are. I have to find the action buttons. Jump.
Edward! Where are you?
I'm on my way.
She's totally Imagine, right? I mean, why would she, like... She's now in her underwear.
I'm here.
Does
Betty.
make sense.
It's Edward. It's me.
Edward, please! Hurry!
I'm coming, Betty.
Also that we hear her from such a big distance. No. This entire game is...
Edward! Edward!
I'm almost there.
Also, where does the clock come from?
Just
That's
stay
also
put.
super suspicious. It'd be cool if that would be like a troll right now, luring me in. Oh, I would prefer that much to like some weird delusion.
Oh, Edward! Hurry!
I'm coming.
Oh, Edward. You fool.
Edward, is that you? I'm in here.
Thank God. Thank God.
No, it's the mannequin.
Elizabeth. There you are. Finally.
What?
You have no idea how long I've been looking for you. You had me so worried. I
He knows Elizabeth so well, every part of her. Santa Claus, she's complete, and she's here. He found her. It's her, he knows. It's Betty, he knows her so well. His girlfriend, blah blah blah. Okay, it's the same.
Look. Your brooch. Mother's brooch. You must have lost it at the mine. Let me put it on for you, Betty. I wouldn't want you to lose it again.
Oh my god, he didn't find anything like his sister's stuff. Oh my
She's
god,
been
he just...
dead for 30 years, Edward. Elizabeth was never here,
Yeah.
but we didn't come for her. We came for Johann, and Anna, and Frederick, and Simon, and Ruth. We're here to tell their stories.
No. Elizabeth.
Oh, that's so creepy.
She's
the
here.
image.
You know Betty died when she was a baby.
Oh.
She drowned in the pond. And you found her. You were just 11, You carried her to your mother. And your mother,
She hated you for that.
she could never forgive you for bringing her baby to her. And you could never forgive yourself for what she did after. You always forget this. Because you don't want to be alone. So you bring Betty back. Again and again. To New York. To Boston. To the house. But always just out of reach. Never quite there. The scent of her. The echo of her. But never really her. And all it does is make you lonelier. But the thing is, Edward, you're never alone.
You have us.
And you'll always
Well,
have us.
That's
Betty's... She was never there for you. She couldn't be. You can't lose us. We're a part of you.
Forever. And ever. And ever.
But
Don't know
you
if that's
need
a
to
good
let
thing.
Betty go now. There's not room for all of us in there.
I couldn't save you, Elizabeth.
so it's just a
I'm
random
so
picture.
sorry.
Sorry. For my biggest fan with best wishes, Greta Gaynor.
It is
Call that
painful
as well.
to wake from a vision
FYI.
as it is to be born anew.
I think Trophy Earned, Awakening. I think those two stories, the one with him looking for his sister and the one with the village, they could have been two games. Two very good games. And this combined, it makes an okay game. Because it gets muddled up a little bit. I don't know why, especially in horror games, they always have to add those. Sorry, it's kind of super sad, but it's also a bit funny that he just randomly picked some trash, put it on the mannequin, and was like, oh yeah, this is my sister's. Like, I wonder whether there's a game version where these are hilarious things, like a clown wig and like, I don't know, like boxing gloves and stuff like that. That would be kind of super funny. Oh, let's just take a look at our sorry state again. God damn it, Edward. Like, what the hell? Just imagine those two, horror movie games, they always have to cram in so many things, and there's a way to combine grief and loss and regret and also mental issues maybe into a horror story. I think stories like The Others or Haunting of Hill House or Haunting of Bly Manor, in case you've watched it, they do that perfectly. But with horror games, it's always so overladen. Is that the right word? You know what I mean.
Beautiful day. Had your noodle juice yet?
I might be weaned off this stuff.
Boo. Don't lose your taste for tea, old fruit. It keeps you human.
So you made the mother
We
figure
have
up because
unfinished
it's...
business.
We do?
The final piece of the puzzle.
Ruth.
Come on. Let's go back to where it started. We have an appointment with a ghost.
So it's not very complex. He made this this angel statue up because of his mother, who was probably scary for him, because she was so disappointed with him, and because I mean it was no fault of his that his baby sister died. But that's why she's this weird statue, you know, this
Amazing
holy
view, isn't it?
Mary.
And the air.
And Lizzie is a stand-in for her sister, how she could have been.
Boy, that sure is something. Why did we come here, Teddy?
To Grovik.
What if he thinks the answer is simple and logical? A conversation in a public place, a name consciously registered. Elizabeth may be a spectre, he thinks, but she still holds power over me. He was drawn here as though this place has an ethereal weight to it. Well, let's
Letter
just
to Frederick.
do this one.
The one you found in his safe. From Boston.
I may have overheard a conversation somewhere, paid it no attention, but the name stuck. And Betty... And I spun a story around it that put us on this path.
Do you really believe that? I mean, how often are you around people?
He was drawn here as though this place is an ethereal... Okay.
Some
So I can
places
choose all.
have gravity.
What are you saying? Gravewick's gravity pulled us across the Atlantic Ocean?
Grovik. No, I'm not saying that. That's irrational.
But you believe it, don't you? That we were summoned to tell their story.
To find my sister.
But Betty's not. She was never here. It doesn't make sense.
I'm a man of science. I don't know what to believe.
And yet, here we are. All three of us.
Is this what you wanted to show me?
I wanted to be close to her. Do you believe in ghosts, Edward?
You know I don't.
Well, you've been chasing one for years.
That's different.
What about me? Us.
You're not ghosts, you're alive.
Fair enough. So what really happened to Ruth?
I don't think she was murdered. I think she saw something in the cave that really scared her, and then she ran off the cliff, because when you're super scared as a kid...
I believe it was an
I don't think
accident.
Simon killed her.
How? What happened?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Alright, she ran from the mine.
My guess is better.
And came here. And then... Was she afraid? What made her run?
Something spooked her.
And she panicked. So she ran... here. Why not home? She couldn't go home. Or she didn't want to. She felt safe here. This was her happy place. And then... If only Ruth had wings, like an angel, she could have flown straight to heaven. I hope she's at peace. And with God. Do you think that's where everyone's gone?
I think they've all been killed. Like this, the 3 gigantic bottles of arsenic. He has no faith in afterlife. He saw into his mother's dead eyes. He saw the gunshot wound in his father's head, and he knew even then that heaven was a lie. Edward believes there's only darkness after death, but strange as it may seem, Alice has her own beliefs, and it feels almost cruel to deny her those. Yeah,
Heaven.
let's do that.
They're dead. I don't know what that means. Maybe there is more. I can't stop you from hoping. We'll never know what happened to everyone in Grovik.
We tried our best. We'll remember them. All of them. Maybe that will give them some peace in the afterlife. Could this be your book, Edward? The one you've been wanting to write? A story about people who
I
are
wanted to write.
isolated,
Ugh, I
left
never
behind
finished.
by the world. You can give them all a proper ending, with no annoying loose threads. Edward!
Yeah, it would have been
that-
nice for this
Both.
game.
But how?
Who cares? Let's catch it before it sets out on another adventure.
I wanted to see the Draugen.
I don't understand how
I
this
wanted
can
to
be.
see a troll.
Draugen got tired of sailing around in it and brought it back to us.
It must have been the wind.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, teddy bear. Let's blouse while the weather's still good.
I need my suitcase.
So get a wiggle on, old boy. I'm going to say my goodbyes to all the things. I don't think we'll be back. Meet you at the house.
My goodness. Righty-ho. No rush. We have all day.
I don't know. The village story is like someone couldn't think of a good ending, and that's why they made it like this. Because why didn't we even see what's in the mine? Come on, that's like, that is, I don't know. You know, with a lot of goodwill, I could say they wanted it to leave it open so everyone can make up their own story. But like, have the mine collapse and then we'll never know. Come on, come on. Also introducing a Draugen and then I can't see a Draugen. Aw. Don't bait me with trolls and then don't give me any trolls. I don't like that. Oh, I don't want to see that weird...
Come on, Teddy.
Oh.
Pack your things. I'll meet you by the boat.
Do you never
Gotta
sit
say though, got
still?
spooked
Don't be a wet blanket.
so often
Let's
by
make
the
like
wrong
the wind
things.
and get out of here.
What can I do with it? Pick up. Yes. Maybe I will get the Draugen because I picked it up. Give me the creepy ending, please. Please, I beg you. Let's take a last look at the goats. Oh, but I'm walking so slowly. No, I won't do that to you. We're never allowed to look in here, right? Shame. Because why? I mean, maybe it's just to block the way. I don't think there's anything in there. Yeah, maybe it's just so you can't even wander. Did I hear something just now? The thing is, where did the people go? Like, something horrible happened, and if the pastor or whoever wrote curse, what I think the pastor was the last, but here's the thing: there was this hanged man, and he maybe was the last victim because he hanged himself, and maybe he buried the last person. But if it were the pastor, wouldn't he have known the name and wrote it in? It's also like there's honestly too many loose ends, and it's not a satisfying ending for a story like this. Like with the whole is Alice an illusion or some ghost or
Come
whatever?
on, let's
I mean,
go.
she's probably an
Row,
illusion.
Teddy, row.
You know, it's okay when that's more open, but the whole village story. Give me the Draugen, please. Oh, come on. I even packed the creepy brooch.
The water's still cold.
It's a fjord, Lizzie, and it's almost winter.
There'll be snow when we get back to Hanover.
The house will be warm.
Are we going to be all right, Edward?
I think so.
I'm looking around for the troll. I don't think I get it. Aww. Goodbye to all the things. I wanted a troll. The Draugen? Come on, give it to me. Ah, I was so looking forward to it. So... I think it's a very pretty game. It plays very well. I didn't have any hiccups. Although, to be fair, with the Suicide of Rachel Foster, I played that pretty much immediately after it came out. So maybe that's why a lot of the bugs were still not fixed. And this has been out for quite a while now, so maybe that's why it runs smoother. But it runs smooth, so I did not have any problems. I think the pacing is pretty good. Like, there's no point where you're super bored, except I think the whole chapter 4 section with, you know, the revelation concerning Lizzie and also the weird angel. I'm not quite sure whether that was necessary. I don't even think that the angel was necessary. Maybe someone was a big the Doctor Who fan. The Doctor Who, yeah. I know it's Doctor Who, not the Doctor Who. I wanted to say the Who, but that's also wrong. Maybe someone was a big Doctor Who fan, and you know those angels with the don't, you know, and that's why they put that in. Maybe it was for some scare effect. It was at the beginning, but then because it was just in his mind, I don't know. I think they could have just left it. In general, I think they could have left the whole psychological thing. I don't know. I still think it would have made 2 great games if they would have divided it between the village story. Here, where is the camera? There, the village story, and then the psychological story. Like, someone looking for their sister, and then having this, you know, this younger girl going along with them, and then they get visited by a creepy angel, but that's basically the mother, and then maybe also delving more into the parents' deaths and stuff like that. That could have been a cool story with more details. I do get now, however, why Betty was never really, why we didn't get any reason why we should care so much about her, because when she died as a small child, as a baby, then, well, we never got to know her. So that, I think the whole aspect how it was told, that was actually quite beautiful, that he made up Lizzie as an image how his sister might have become. But I still think it muddled up too much of the village story. And maybe even was a reason why they let it hang there, the ending, because that's a hanging ending. That's like... Man, that's how I wrote horror stories when I was younger, you know? Like, make everything wake up in a horror dream. Let the mind crash and, oh, well, I guess we'll never find out. Like, who wants a horror story like that, you know? When there's not even a twist, or... What would have been cool, because we pack... If they would have made, for example, 2 endings, you know, if you pack the brooch, and if you don't pack the brooch, you just have this ending. But if you do pack the brooch, then maybe, you know, and they don't even have to show it. It's like maybe you can just, you know, do the whole thing with a boat, and then the sky gets dark, or you see something bubbling in the water. It doesn't even have to be the whole monster, just the openness, you know, let the Edward and Alice will return. Okay, let the imagination run wild. Oh, as a series, though, I like this idea. Although Alice is quite annoying. But yeah, so I really enjoyed it. I was never bored. I liked the handling of the game. I actually thought that was cool. I liked the letters, and the few letters I could read were very interesting. Like the whole villager's story, that was super cool. It reminded me a lot of Ethan Carter, I think. You know, where you find out a lot about those villagers and their little spits and spats and all the sad stories around that. I think it also heavily referenced that. In a way, I think they were inspired by Ethan Carter. But it was a bit too, yeah. I didn't like the ending. Was like, we couldn't think of an ending, so we'll never know what happened. You know that. I mean, you even can't. What I don't get is that you don't even have the choice for a theory. Like the two choices they give you by the end when Alice asks what do you think happened, Edward's like, oh, I don't know, you know. And it would have been cool if we as the player could at least choose a certain theory. And I know there you can choose between murder and accident, but then even then he says, but you never know. You know, and that's like, no, come on, be a little bit more, you know, come on, be a little bit more into it. You know, say, I think she was murdered. I think Simon pushed her. And, you know, whatever. But this way, it's a little bit too loosey-goosey, to be quite honest. But I still would say I would recommend this game because it's a beautiful game. It's well made. It doesn't feel cheap. I think the acting is great. The dialogues are... Again, I thought Lizzie was a bit annoying, but that's maybe just personal choice or personal impression. But in general, I think it was a pretty good game. Yeah. And I like the length and the pacing. That was really expertly, and it ran smoothly, and it looked gorgeous, and the atmosphere was there. I think they could have made more with the atmosphere. Maybe that was never the intention, but it could have been an awesome horror game. There were like, what, in the mine? Like, just imagine having a chapter where instead of running out of the mine, climbing through the hole and then being trapped there and finding out what it is, you know, and finding something spoopy. Yeah, I mean, that's cool if you think of things it could have gone, you know, and you still think, well, what was in the mine? What did they find? But it's also a little bit... It's a little bit disappointing. So yeah. That was Draugen. Also, there's nothing happening, just the music. Not even an outro image or whatever. That would have been cool. Man, that monster. That I didn't get that I didn't get the troll. I'm miffed. I don't want to push a button and then maybe end a potential surprise scene. But there's nothing here. It's like he butt dialed us. All we hear is that. What I now want is that he arrives at wherever destination and then we hear him like going to the supermarket, walking around, having conversations. Okay. So that was it. If you like this, then you'll like this. You can subscribe. I do. Usually games like this, like I like shorter games, but I've also done pretty much the entire The Last of Us series in case you know, want a couple of weeks of hilarity and broken hearts, because damn, those games are super depressing. Yeah, I would be delighted. You can also comment if you have theories on the game or know why it was made the way it was made. I'm super interested in lore and in your theories, and also maybe some background information on the game itself. You know, or also about the sequel, because it seems like they wanted to make it a series, which would be quite interesting, I guess. Yeah, but also, have a wonderful day. Take care. Auf Wiedersehen. And bye bye. Bye bye bye. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.